All right. Well, how you doing today, Shamar?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, welcome back to the Breaking Ice podcast. My name is Josh Ferguson, and today we have the lovely opportunity to sit down with Shamar Bennett from somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where you're from. I know you as from here.
Yeah.
So when someone asks you, they're like, where are you from? What do you say?
I say base answer, Norman Wells. You're like, really? I say Northwest Territories. But then
Really?
as an in-depth answer, I'm like, Jamaica, but moved to Norman Wells.
Yeah. I have the same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, where's your home? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, nationality or go back on Christmas kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And even at this point, go back on Christmas. Like, I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's cool. So, how long did you spend in Jamaica? Take me back.
I lived Jamaica my whole life since I born 2004.
Well, except how long did you live here?
I've been here for 5 years now. So
Okay, so you spent most of your life in
yeah,
Jamaica.
I moved here 2019.
Dude, I only know you as from here. So,
Yeah.
as far as I know, you grew up here.
I grew up here. It feels like I grew up here because I know everyone and I did so it feels like I grew up here.
How old were you when you moved here?
15.
Okay, so you spent like your most formative years here.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why'd you come here?
My mom's a nurse.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she works at the long-term care facility.
Yeah.
So she got a job here and she was like, Shamar, this is a new opportunity. Think you'd like it, give it a try. I was like, sure, why not? You know?
But was there even an option to stay back home? Or was she like, I'm going.
No,
this is an opportunity. You should give it a try.
I think there was an option to stay back, but I was like, why not? Let's give it a try. I Googled before coming here. I saw they had a swimming pool. There was a golf course.
Did it say like 4 months only on the swimming pool?
I never read that I just saw a golf course, swimming pool.
Golf course.
I saw McKinnon. I was like, wow, this physics really cool. I got to come. I'm excited.
I feel like it both disappointed and surpassed expectations.
It was interesting at first because I was a young 15-year-old kid just wanting to go have fun, you know. But
yeah.
It was neat to adjust. But
All right. Okay, let's take it way back. Tell me about your life in Jamaica. I know nothing about Jamaica, really.
Well, life in Jamaica, I grew up with my parents. Then my mom's a nurse, my dad's a soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to. It's always been school. My mom's very strict on that, so I've always been by the book since I was 5 years old. Like,
okay.
When I was in grade 2, I know my whole timetable. Like, it was straight books, and then graduated grade 6 from my primary school. Then in Jamaica, you have a primary school, and you have to do this special exam based on that grade. You
just to like see if you graduate.
Yeah, and see what school you go to for high school. So based on how well you do. So I did well. Went to an all boys school for high school.
Okay. And
then I was there for only 3 years, from grade 7 to grade 9, and then I moved here in grade 10. Graduated, loved it. Now I'm in university.
All right. Whoa. Take me back a little bit more.
Yeah.
Tell me about like the neighborhood you grew up in. Like, what was it like in Jamaica? Like, tell me about the people you were around and yeah.
It was a very like homey neighborhood, to say that, because everyone knew each other. It was like all the houses were close by, and everyone would come outside in the evenings and just play dominoes, play soccer all night. Me and the kids play cricket, and you'd have a bicycle, you just ride around. Summertime, you'd be climbing.
And were you in the mountains kind of thing, or
no? I was in the inland, so I was that far from the water, but I wasn't really. It was like
I have no idea. Are there mountains in Jamaica?
We have. There's a Blue Mountain.
Okay,
it's like
just one.
It's like the known, like the biggest one. It's not. I don't remember the exact feet. It's not.
So it's pretty flat though, where you were living.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was really flat. We're like in this like city, so and so. But yeah, it was like a good small, like a community kind of thing. Everyone knew each other. Like, you can't go anywhere and no one don't know who you are.
So that was similar to here.
Yeah. So I kind of had that growing up already, because I had like family that played sports, like major in sports in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, "Oh, you're that person's relative." So I'm like, yeah. So it was just it just felt very good to just have everyone there. You know?
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. And tell me more. Like, what was your day-to-day look like? Who were your teachers? Like, tell me about your parents. What did you guys eat there?
My day-to-day would be like, I'd wake up at like 8 in the morning. My grandma would wake me up. Rest your soul in peace.
Did you guys live like multi-generational in one household kind of thing? Like, did your grandparents live with your parents?
It was my my grandparents, my mom, and a couple uncles, and then myself.
Okay.
And living, and then so my grandma would wake me up. My school wasn't that far from where I lived, like a 10-minute walk.
Okay.
So she wake me up. I'd walk over to school, and then I get to school. I was grade 2 in Jamaica. All your classes are in the same class.
Okay.
Similar to here.
Yeah.
So I had one teacher, and she teach me math, English language, science. I don't remember all my classes. I was in grade 2.
Sure.
And then you had that.
It was a while ago.
It was like years ago. So I had that going on, and then it was very competitive though. Like even at that age in Jamaica, every child is like, oh, I want to be the smartest. I want to be the. So it was very like.
It's not a bad strategy.
It was very like I grew up with that mentality since I was in grade 2.
Yeah.
Cutthroat. Which is not good to have.
Well, it's not the worst though.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Like it's better than not emphasizing education at all.
Oh, that's a big thing in my family. Is like education comes first. Sport, anything else comes after. But education, you have to do good in school.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I definitely grew up on. My mom, like, she like very employed, if that was the correct word. She made sure that we all did good in school. Me and my 2 other brothers.
Yeah.
I have an older brother. He's 27 right now.
Okay.
And my younger brother, he's here in Norman Wells with me. He's 12.
Okay.
And it's just, we all do good in school. Like, we have no choice.
Yeah.
Because mom makes it a key point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was really go home after school, play soccer. Like, soccer was everything in Jamaica.
Totally. Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing you do is play soccer in Jamaica. So I'd play soccer from 4 p.m. I get home to like 9 p.m. when mom's like, come inside. You have school tomorrow.
You gotta do your homework.
Exactly. I'd have to go home, do homework, shower, bed, school the next day, soccer again.
Cool.
So it's just everything same. I love that.
That's sweet. That's awesome. In Mexico, it's the same way.
Yeah.
Like, the neighborhood I grew up in wasn't like as close knit, just because like, well, I didn't grow up there from the beginning. I moved there, but then also we lived in like a compound, so like there were people playing soccer in the streets, but like maybe 3 blocks over kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
so it was like a little walk. You just go over.
Yeah. But like soccer at school was huge during recess, and we had like a fútbol rápido course. Do you know what? It's like walled in, and there's no outs, and it's got that like rubber. It's got like AstroTurf and rubber bits.
I kinda know what you're talking about.
So fun. And then we had that at school.
Yeah,
and we played that a lot.
Yeah, we did a lot of soccer during recess too at school. Yeah,
that's very cool. That's one thing. Well, you know, it's kind of difficult in North America, especially with like really cold temperatures.
Weather,
but that like kind of street like community.
Yeah.
In the evenings is very cool, and I miss that.
I know a lot of people here don't really get to experience that because the weather does play a factor.
Well, you kind of get it in the summer a little bit, but like in the winter, it just shuts it down so hard.
1000%. And then there's also the likelihood of maybe there's a bear out lurking around.
Totally.
There's animals, so you gotta always be on the alert. But in South America, like Mexico and Central America, Jamaica, you don't have to worry. You just got to be outside.
Yeah.
It's for hours and days. You're good.
Yeah, no, it's the best. It's not gonna kill you. No. Well. Usually.
Yeah, it might. You never know.
Okay, and your mom was a nurse there.
Yeah.
And your dad is a soldier?
Yeah.
He's still a soldier? What's your dad's deal?
Yeah, he's still a soldier. I haven't really been in contact that often.
Sure.
But yeah, I think he is still in the army.
It seems like a kind of intense life.
Yeah, it's like that's how it wasn't growing up. It's like all girls go to school, you're a nurse or banker, anything where like a man would be soldier, stuff like that. So
unless you got really educated.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like
so that's why.
Yeah.
Education's
Mom
so important.
was like, she made it important that like Shamar, I want you to be good and like successful and all that. So go to school, do good.
Is the fallback culturally there the army? For men?
Yeah, like it definitely is. Like I do have a few friends that are in the army right now because like it never really worked out for them. So you just go join the army. Yeah. It's like I just never want to do that. Like,
no, I get it. Just never want that. Yeah, I don't really want to join the Canadian Army.
Yeah, no. It seemed I wasn't a cadet, so I guess I'm not that far off. So.
Well, no, the cadets are different. It's different. It's different. Yeah. And then so your mom got the opportunity here. What was she? Did she just like apply for like a nursing position like abroad and more or less? And
well, I think she did. She initially lived in Newfoundland for a couple years, so I do have a Newfoundland ID on me because she lived in Twillingate, Newfoundland.
So you guys went there first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she was there for 5 years. I was still in Jamaica, but I went up. I visited her visited her, and it was like a small community as well, like here, and it was a little not as close in it, but it was still good. Small community, Twingate. You could drive to the city.
Okay.
Good. Then I think she just found a position here online, applied, she got it, and the rest is history now. Like,
that's cool, and she's still here.
Yeah.
And does she love it?
She loves it. Every day she's like, yeah, another day, go to work. She really enjoys it. She like smiles. She's very happy. She really likes her job. And my stepdad's here too.
Okay.
Like, they both work in the same like department kind of thing.
And did she meet him here in Canada or back in Jamaica?
Back in Jamaica.
Okay. So they moved together.
Yeah, kind of. No, she came first and he came after. Like,
yeah,
I've known him almost my whole life, really.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Gotcha. Nice. Guy. Tell me about your mom. Did she mind you talking about her on the podcast?
Oh no.
Tell me about her character and what she was like growing up and yeah.
She's a sweetheart for sure.
Yeah.
As I said, she makes school key important. Like, I could come home with like a 3.6. Why didn't you get a 3.7? Why didn't you get a 4.0? You know, which is, in the moment you're like, but I did this. But it's like when you're looking back, you're like, she really wants you to be good, be successful. So she really cares about us a lot for her kids. Yeah. She works hard. Like, she works very hard.
Yeah. Do you feel lazy compared to her?
At moments, I'm like, I could definitely put in a little extra work because my mom does, and like, she grew up like a single mom, like she's with me, and she did her best. Like, look, here I am right now. Yeah. So I'm thankful for all she did for me. She worked very hard. Like, she was hard.
That's awesome. And what other values did she instill in you? Like, obviously, this education thing seems like really important. There's a lot of, I think, like stress on that in terms of upward mobility, in terms of classes. Yeah. Especially leaving Jamaica, you have all these opportunities now. Exactly. And so that's essentially important. But what else? There must be other values that she's instilled in you.
She definitely said, like, treat others how you want to be treated, for sure. That's like a...
You have a religious background?
Yeah, we do. Okay. We're Christian religion back in...
Is that ubiquitous in Jamaica?
Yes. Yeah. Like all of us are... It's like the main like form of Christianity was Pentecostal. Okay. In Jamaica, there's different forms. There's Catholic. Totally. More all the different kinds. But yeah, our whole Jamaicans Christians. And she just definitely said, just be kind to everyone. You don't know anyone. Don't judge anyone. Totally. Because you never know what anyone's going through, kind of thing. So she always says, just show love. She always just teaches us to be good people at heart, even though it might be hard at times. Yeah. She always just says, just be nice to people. Cause
in Mexico, I think it's Roman Catholic. I might be wrong there.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Roman Catholics in Mexico.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Nice. And so... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Religious background. Yeah. Treat others like you want to be treated, and was she strict?
Yes. Yes. My mom was very strict.
Tell me a story from when you lived in Jamaica where you like totally fucked up. And she knew.
I think in Jamaica I wasn't as bad. I think my worst story was let me think. I was supposed to.
What I'm getting at is a story of her like discipline. Like I'm interested in her style.
I can't talk about that one. I think I was out playing soccer one evening after school, and I was only allowed to play in our circle. That's what we call it. Like
the people you know.
Yeah, no, like it's called like a cul-de-sac.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everyone there's 4 cul-de-sacs in my like area, so I was only allowed to be in mine. But I just left with my friends, went around to the next cul-de-sac playing, and it was getting late. It was like 9-10. Haven't been home.
Was it getting dark?
Oh, it was so dark. She was like, I was kind of worried. I was like, my mom might be worried. So I went home. She was like mad. She was like, Shamar, why were you out this late? She was not happy. She was like, she's giving me it. She was letting me know, like, you can't be doing that. Like, I didn't tell you should go there. You're supposed to be here. I was like, I'm sorry. Then I started crying. I was like, I'm really sorry. Then I just went in my room and just cried. Like, I was like, she was very angry. Yeah. Which is fair, because I shouldn't have.
Totally. Well, she asked you not to.
Yeah. I was like 12, so.
You're like, fuck it. I'm big enough.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was wrong. Oh, wait. No. That wasn't the worst story.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's worse ones.
Yeah, no, that's the worst one.
We'll just stick with that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And then, so what are some of the most surprisingly similar things between, where you grew up and Norman Wells? Like, there's got to be similarities, obviously differences too.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why, but the fact that I feel like I'm close with everyone here and also back in my home community in Jamaica. Like, I feel like I can just talk to anyone regular. I can just go up, hey, how are you? It doesn't feel weird, awkward, or anything. So that's one similarity. The sense of community as well. Mm-hmm. We had that. What's similar? I'm trying to think because it wasn't as remote because you could drive out, go anywhere, do anything. So the remote isn't this as similar. What else is similar? It's sports. I guess
is it humid in Jamaica? Or it must be humid.
It is.
Yeah. So the climate's really different.
The climate's completely different. Like we get like 20, 30 degree. That's like my kind of weather. So the weather, I guess in the summer, like
midsummer, you're comfortable.
Yeah, the midsummer here, it's like kind of a little bit. Like
little bit cold.
Yeah, a little, but that's the most similarity you get weather-wise in Jamaica and Norman Wells. But I say it's the love for sport. Like our love was soccer, but in here it's hockey. That's like the big like.
So did you play hockey when you got here?
I tried skating. I tried and I fell a couple times and I never picked up skate since. Never had a chance to, but I did curling. Okay. That's my go-to. I want to play
curling, soccer.
It works. Like it's a lot of foot mobility or something.
It's true. That's true. There is some coordination there.
Yeah. So I to the point where you want to play for my university when I go back.
You're gonna play curling for your university?
I actually want to. I'm gonna look into that because love curling that much.
What are you studying?
I study finance, like business.
Okay. Yeah, sweet.
That's where the money is. I heard.
It must be. We're business.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, right? So.
And does it inspire you, or are you just like, is this a continuation of your dedication to education?
It definitely inspires me because I don't know why, but ever since I was growing up, I always had a love for money, and like, always was like thinking about so if I spend this, how much do I have left? Or since
you were like fascinated with it.
Yeah, always. So I was like, I just need to know how money works. How like everything.
That's a pretty good skill to have.
Yeah, because money makes the world go round. It's a sad thing, but it's true. So I really want to understand it to all extent, and that's a good skill. That's what I really want to do.
Okay. And when did you start school?
I started university the fall of 2022.
Oh, okay. So you're going into your.
My program is weird. It's
okay.
So I finished my first year completely.
Yeah.
Finished my second year, but with my program you have work terms and you have regular semesters.
So you're back on a work term.
So I'm on my work term right now.
Oh, okay.
I go back for a school semester, then I have a work term again in the summer.
And you coming back here again, or are you gonna go somewhere else?
It's my final one.
You're gonna do Ramparts and then like Google. Yeah,
that goal is Google. If you're watching Singing Google by any chance, the goal is Google. Potentially the third one. That's my last one in the summer.
So this is your second one you've done?
Yes.
What was the first one?
The first one I worked for a small immigration business in Halifax.
Okay.
It was a startup. They only had like 2 people in the business. So it was a good learning experience. I wouldn't know if I would want to do that again.
Sure.
But it was definitely good to have that on my resume.
So it's cool. Your program kind of gives you like, since you do 3, are you supposed to do like very different businesses?
You can do whatever you want. You could even you could do an entrepreneurial one if you'd really.
You could start your own business.
Yeah, it gives you free range. Just have 4 months. Just do work, have like your hours, everything, and then make your 12-page report at the end. And you're good.
Okay, that's very cool.
It's a good program.
Okay, so you did the immigration business in Halifax, and then this was like a nice opportunity to like do school, but also be at home for a little bit and like visit mom and your sibling, and your family, and then what's next? Obviously Google, but like
before Google, so
that'll be my fourth and final.
Google. I think I may give Google a chance. Who knows? They're in my inbox
if they're so lucky.
I don't know yet. Rampart still has me.
And do you have like something for me that, through all the work that I did and whatnot, I always was like, I'd love to like run my own business and have my own like thing, but at the same time, before I did it, I was like, what am I gonna do? So do you have that kind of a feeling? Like, do you want to run your own thing, or are you interested in kind of working for a larger company?
I have wanted to run my own thing. When like growing, at one point I wanted to do a smoothie business.
Oh yeah,
or run a hotel. But I think from my
take down Booster Juice.
Yeah, I was like, I could do that. Like, I was gonna get funding from the normal wells. The name isn't coming. ITI. There we go. Yeah. They were gonna fund me and everything. Buy machinery. I was gonna work at the ramparts, do my whole business. But I was in school at the time.
Yeah.
So it's never worked out.
This was during high school.
Yeah, it was during high school. But as it relates to my co-op, I think I'm just gonna try and work for a big business.
No, I mean like after.
Oh,
like,
after.
Do you want to do your own, like start your own business? Oh my god.
I definitely.
Well, like you got like business and finance. Like, what do you do with business and finance?
I think with my business and finance, I might just go into stocks.
And just go trading.
Go trading for a little bit.
Oh,
I do have to come back here for a few years and work because the North, like.
Because they're helping pay for school.
Yeah.
So you got to work in North Wales or in the north.
North of Searchers, yes. So I'll do that for a bit, and then I think while I'm doing that, I'll further know as what I want to do after that. But I think I do want to maybe become a stockbroker or.
Okay.
Who knows, really? I'll just know I have my finance degree under my belt, which will be very good to have.
And there's a thing that I find that a lot of people from my generation have this idea that work needs to be the thing that like a lot of people want to do the thing that they find so fun for work. Mm-hmm. Is that something you subscribe to, or do you kind of feel like as long as you have your work life figured out, you can have a whole other side of life? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Like, I always want, I'm like always thinking of how can I incorporate something that is fun with and also make it my work. It's like every day I like think I'm like, I do love my job, what I'm doing right now. I'm like I love soccer, I love food, I love watching TV, but it's like I don't really see like work coming out of that right there. So if one day I could figure that those two combined, that'd be perfect.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Is just like in terms of talking about being a stockbroker or working at least in markets like that, is that you're like, is the desire to do that one just about a financial thing, or is it kind of like, I'll focus on like this like financial side of my life, but then I'll make sure that I like play soccer and all that separately to have a full life.
Yeah, they definitely will be separate. Like the stockbroker will do the financial like adult part of my life, I guess.
The adult part of my life.
I guess I have to be serious at one point, and then I'll still have my like playful side after the work hours, like seeing all my friends, hanging out, sports, and stuff like that. I'll try at least.
So what has been the biggest going to university and kind of having a perspective change, because that's like a whole different kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the biggest change you've seen in yourself or thing that you've learned?
The biggest thing that I've learned is I just don't know why, but people seem to draw to me a lot. I just don't know why.
It's because you're open. I can tell you why.
Like it's like I'm in university. I'm like I have so many friends, and it's like people come up to me like, "Oh, you're from like Toronto. You're from like a big city. You're from like Vancouver." I'm like, actually, from the Northwest Territories.
Yeah.
I came here knowing 2 people, and they're from Yellowknife because of soccer. Like I went there open book, and I just know like it's just like meet so many new people because as my mom said, be nice to everyone. Totally. So I was just being nice to everyone. And it was just like.
Well, you also have this background of living in the tight-knit communities, right? So it's like everybody. So it's normal to know everybody.
It does feel good to know everyone. At times, it's like people are like, "How do you know these people?" I'm like, I just talk. Like I didn't do anything special. Like I'm just doing regular human stuff.
I can't control myself. Yeah, I just get to know everybody.
It does feel weird at times, but like it's the sense of like family again. Like I have like different families everywhere in the university. Like, like I have a group for basketball, I have a group for watching soccer, a group for
and what in your own words, like what is it about you that helps cultivate that?
Say my personality, I'd say.
What about your personality?
I think I'm so like I try to put off like a happy and smiling and just a good bubbly like, that make you want.
Yeah, but those seem like superficial. Like what like go deeper. Like what is it that you do that makes people comfortable?
I think I just try to ask the right questions, like, cause I know what I would like, from someone.
Sure.
So I just try to ask that with someone else. Like, a lot of people want to ask, like, how is your day? And that's like bare minimum. A lot of people wouldn't do that. It's like, what makes you happy kind of thing.
It
like,
is minimum, but it is, again, something some people don't do.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people wouldn't do that. So it's like, I always just try to ask someone, how are you doing? Like, really, you know, stuff like that. And it's just, I was just listening to someone when they want to talk, and I don't know, it's going that one little extra step. Not even an extra mile. It's a little extra step, really. That's what I think.
And this is kind of a weird question, but I think it's definitely relevant in my life. Do you find yourself, this is going to sound super weird to say, do you lie? Like, do you find yourself caught in lies, or do you, because a lot of people lie about stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, I'm not like, are you a liar? But
I'm not a liar.
There's another, the flip side to it is it, do you always tell the truth no matter what? If it's, and that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, no, I always aim to tell the truth at all times, but no, there are moments where I made promises to one group and then another group as well. It's like,
all of my lies are because I double booked.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm sorry.
Is there anything you want to come clean out on the air?
I have not double booked to Norman Wells, everyone. I've been honest here. But
that's hilarious.
In Halifax, I have double booked quite a few times. It's got me in a few couple arguments because of that. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, man. Okay. And what... So, okay, you can make community anywhere. Mm-hmm. One thing that I've learned throughout my life has been like the ability to make anywhere home.
Yeah.
And I find that there's like a lot of people who have lived here their whole lives are just like, this is home. This is home. You know what I mean? And that's just a different, it's the difference from having a really rooted identity somewhere as to not.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a rooted identity somewhere. I'm just kind of like, I'm a person on Earth.
Yeah. I know exactly where you could literally leave here tomorrow, go to like Australia and like make that your place.
I don't think that that's more or less valuable, but it's just a different way of thinking, you know? And so you know that about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else has university taught you?
It's taught me, like, there are moments where you can go watch movies, go watch sports with your friends, but then there's those serious moments where you just gotta, like, put, like, a month or two in of just, like, straight, just grinding, focus, school, like, studying, exams, like...
Oh, exams.
It's not easy. Like, you have to be at your classes. They're 8 a.m. classes. You have to go to all of them. You have 5 p.m. classes you don't want to go to, but you have to go to.
We used to have this class once a week, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It was horrible.
And it's the worst when they make it mandatory, and it's like you get like a point for like your
attendance.
Those are like the worst ones. Those are the worst ones.
I have to go to the classes that I'm paying for.
Yeah, like those are actually the worst ones. I'm not saying a couple of my friends have figured a way around it, but they have.
That's funny. So in university I studied outdoor recreation, parks and tourism. Okay. So I studied like, I don't know, how to be a guide, more or less. It was a little bit more academic than that. And I would say that it hasn't been like, I'm not working in my field anymore. I never went to school for videography or anything like that. I'm completely self-taught.
Yeah.
But are you like, because you've done these placements, you've done one in Halifax and one here. Is it interesting to look at these businesses after having gone to school, especially Ramparts, I feel like, because you knew it before?
Yeah.
And how has been that kind of unveiling and you know, different change of perspective?
Well, definitely looking back after I'm finished this work term, I look back at it and be like, wow, that was like 4 months right there. Just like,
would it go by fast so far?
Yeah, it has. It really has. Like, I remember my first day, and now it's like not that first day anymore. It's almost my last day. So it's been like 4 months of just work, and it's like, I'm going to look back at it in a couple weeks or a month, and it's like, wow, that was my second placement. Just how I look back on my first placement in Halifax, like, that was 4 months that I grew as a person, definitely, because I had a lot of hardships, and it, like, taught me a lot. And I feel like this one as well has taught me a lot as, like, me as a person. And
what does it tell you?
Just, like, if you want anything, like, anything in this world, You just gotta work hard.
Yeah.
Just work hard and believe. Let's believe. That's what.
I thought you were gonna say if you want anything, it comes on a plane.
Oh, that if you're normal else, it does come on a plane. Buffalo will be here Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah. So, hard work begets, achieving your goals.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And what's been your biggest weakness in school so far? Is it social life? If I had to guess, it would be your social life.
I don't know what that means. I'd say my biggest weakness in school is it's tough. It's a tough question. Could you define weakness? I'm joking.
Well, no. Where do you find that you are the most what's your biggest area for growth?
Even though I always talk about school, definitely school. Like I could be doing a lot better in my
yeah,
school.
but are you I could be doing a lot better, but I'm getting 90%, or no?
I'm getting close to 90%.
Okay, 88.
yeah, I'm getting okay. I'm doing pretty well in school. Okay, not school then.
Okay, but
social.
I guess I'm saying. Well, all right. How do I rephrase this? You're okay. I'm achieving a high degree of success in my education, at least by your own standards. You feel happy with it. I know that you could be doing more.
Yeah.
Everyone could always be doing more.
True.
And it doesn't seem like your social life is really failing. But my thought is that the thing that distracts you from your studies the most is your social life.
Yes.
However, I would, if you had to put a grade on your social life, it probably wouldn't be 40% or 30%. It'd probably be 110 or something like that.
Yes, it was.
So what part for Shamar in terms of a balanced life is the most difficult thing? Is it eating healthy? Is it exercising? What is the most difficult thing?
Definitely eating healthy and exercise. When I was there, I was eating semi-healthy. I had my vegetables, my fruits,
Sure.
But I wasn't exercising at all. I'd play sports here and there. But since I've been here in normal hours, I've been gymming, eating healthy, which has been good. So my goal is to incorporate that wherever I do end up next semester, whether that be Norway or Halifax, who knows. But no, definitely that was for sure how I kept my body, maintaining that, and also social life for sure. That was a big factor too.
That you were so social that you would put off other things to go hang out with people.
Yeah, there were moments where I'd be talking to myself. I'm like, Shamar, what are you doing? You're just come on, no. My closest friends would have to be Shamar, you got to say no sometimes to people.
Your friends are telling you to stop hanging out with them. I'm
yeah, they're you got to just say no, Shamar. You got to just do that. I'm
so you can't. Why can't you say no?
Back then I couldn't.
Okay, but now you can?
I think I can. I haven't really tried it out yet. I've been here for 4 months, so I haven't really...
but there's social life here. Do you say yes to everything here?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, definitely not, no. Yeah, I guess I have kind of tried it since being here, but try it on a large scale.
It'll be different in a city.
Oh, yeah, a lot different. I'm excited to give it a try, but just saying no to hanging out. Because I'm always thinking, you never know what tomorrow brings with someone, because you could never know what will happen. So I'm I'll just go hang out with my friends, go see.
Well, and especially getting to know a lot of different people could give you opportunities that you couldn't even imagine.
Exactly.
Right? So there is that dimension to it that is worthwhile. I'm similar to you in terms of being willing to talk to anyone, and I don't know, I see value in being vulnerable myself so that other people can trust me.
Exactly. Yes.
And if you give other people the opportunity to be able to hurt you, that's vulnerability, then they have to, this is a really deconstructed way of looking at it, but they either have to decide to do that, which is not nice,
yeah,
or understand that you've trusted them,
yeah,
and then they'll trust you, yeah. So, there is value in putting yourself out there in that way, but there's also value. If I had to completely guess, it'd be okay, you really focus on school and you focus on your social life. there's other aspects to life that are difficult to manage and take up a lot of time. Like if you were to eat really healthy and cook and go shopping and all that kind of shit, it takes a long time. Yeah. It's really easy to eat out. And then the other aspect is time for yourself that isn't just school. And if I had to bet, you almost do none of that.
No. No. I don't have a lot of time for myself. I guess the only time I have when I'm sleeping, showering.
Yeah, that doesn't count. What do you spend time, for yourself? I sleep. It's and you barely do that. How many hours a night do you sleep?
At school, like 5 to 6.
Oh, bro, that's tough.
5 to 6, because
imagine if you were doing 8. I can't imagine.
I can't do 8.
It's 8, too much.
It's sometimes I'm I sleep 8. I'm I still feel tired. It's
like you get overtired.
Yeah, so overslept. I think 6 is my perfect. 7.
Really? How could you do 6 months on 6 hours of sleep?
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh, okay. That's not normal. 1,000%. I think most people it's 7, 8. Well, no, but there's other people that are 3, 4.
Oh, those people are not real. I've done 4 hours and I'm still tired, but I could do 6 hours. 6 hours and I'm good.
Okay, all right. So how are you gonna eat healthier? What's you got plans? You got strategy? Or you just fuck it? I'll get through school.
I've actually made it. I need to delete Uber Eats after this. I'm gonna delete Uber Eats.
Oh, that's a good idea.
DoorDash. Skip the dishes after this.
Yeah, it would probably be cheaper just to subscribe to one of those boxes.
Oh, I've seen those ones.
If you're gonna eat out, if you're not gonna delete Uber Eats, just have them deliver uncooked stuff.
I actually have I've seen that a meal.
It's got to be cheaper than eating out every meal.
It definitely it is a lot cheaper, but also I love cooking, so I think I might.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'll look into that one.
Do you cook?
Oh, I love cooking, but I don't cook as much here. When I was in school, I did cook a lot, but yeah, I love cooking.
And you must be out of residence now. Were you in residence your first year?
I was not in residence, but I was in residence.
I paid rent, but I spent all my time in residence.
I met a group of I played soccer because soccer is the way you meet everyone. So I met a group of guys when I was in first year. They met me playing soccer. They brought me back to res with them one day. Brought me in a meal hall, and ever since then they brought me.
They just scan you in. Yeah, and you go eat.
Just brought me in with them. I slept in res with them. I hung out with them. So people generally thought I was in residence, but I was not in residence. Yeah. I'm sorry for everyone out there. I lived with my uncle that he lives a little bit further out, and
it was convenient to stay at res sometimes.
Yeah, it was because it's right on campus.
Yeah.
I have an 8 a.m. class and I have to get up at 6 a.m. to take the bus.
Totally. That's cool. And so you're continuing to live with your uncle. Obviously, if you have an option like that, that's great.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And I guess you spend less time in res now.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I have no friends in res. No one's in res. I promise. I'm not there. No, all my friends are...
If you see me there, you didn't.
I was picking up a package. No, all my friends are out of res. Everyone has their... It's so weird. Because, we're, adults there now.
Oh, yeah.
It's, I see... I'm, walking around.
This just keeps happening.
It's so, I'm, I see my friends having houses and they're making dinner and they're paying bills. I'm what? We're 19, 20. What are we doing right now? But it's all my friends have houses everywhere. So I can walk.
They're renting and stuff.
Yeah. I'm wow, I could just walk in any house. So that's the. I don't knock.
School is cool. I think school is university is really valuable for even just networking. You meet a lot of people that they could be useful in the future, and who knows where they're going, right? Especially in finance.
Yeah. Exactly.
And is there other there was a lot of outdoor rec students. That's who we studied with, so we spent a lot of time with those students. But then there was other programs, and you'd kind of get to know those programs. So there was a lot of engineers that kind of spent a lot of time by themselves.
Yeah, engineers not they work hard.
But there was forestry students who were similar to outdoor rec students, but a little bit more sciencey or biology or whatnot. Yeah. Are there other programs that you spend a lot of time with who were aren't finance? Or nah? If you're not into money like we are, don't talk to us.
Mainly, yeah. Right now,
it might be how big your school is too. I don't know.
It is really big. 20,000 students.
Okay,
so it's a little big, but we mainly surround with commerce kids. You have your accounting, your finance, your entrepreneurs, your undeclared, all commerce. And then there's a few like art kids that are around, but we're mainly around commerce people, like mainly.
And are there students who have like started their own businesses at school already?
I have a friend. He started a club at school, the Dial Blockchain Society.
It's
Dial Blockchain Society. It's like this. It teaches you stocks and how to like. And he's like he's like in school and entrepreneur. It's like a proper thing. Like he went over to America for like a whole thing. It's like I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I was like,
that's cool.
I need to do something like that one.
Well, you could. There's nothing stopping you.
That is true.
Other than your, overwhelming social life.
I need to change.
Nice. Okay, so what, you got 9 months left of school or something like that? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I graduate spring 2026.
Oh, okay. So you got another whole year.
Yeah, I got
spring 2026. All right. What's the plan? What are you doing after that? I'm sure you love this question.
I hear a lot these days. It's just kind of scary because I didn't know how quick it was. But
it's funny because I think a lot of people go to school in a city or whatever their school is, and then they're like, okay, after I'm gonna leave. But then a lot of people are like, kind of spent 4 years getting to know people here.
Yeah, I wanna.
So
keep these
are you thinking about staying in? Is it Halifax?
Yeah. Halifax.
Okay, in Halifax or venturing out into the you somewhere else. You have to come back to the north. So.
Yeah, I do have to come back to the north. I think I do want to explore traveling for a little, maybe for a month or two at least. I don't want to.
Does your scholarship mean that you have to come back to the north right away to work, or can you travel for a bit and as long as you work 2 years?
Yeah, I think I have I think I could start by September to work.
Okay.
So I think
you have the summer.
I'd have to check some logistics out, but I think I would have maybe the summer. So I think I would take that summer and go traveling with some of my friends from school that we graduated with, and just go explore all around and make memories, kind of thing.
That's sweet. Leanna and I traveled Asia after school. We spent 2 months in Hong Kong and 7 months in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. It was great.
Wow.
It was very cool.
Wow. I've been hearing Thailand a lot recently.
Thailand's cool.
So I'm definitely going to make that somewhere to go after I graduate.
It is wild there. We did a lot of rock climbing in school. So we basically climbed for 7 months in Thailand.
Wow.
It was sick.
Right. Was it free fall? Was it? You guys call it free form climbing?
Well, we had ropes and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
So, if we get technically into it, free climbing is no. It's different than you think. Free climbing just means that you're climbing under your own power. So there's free climbing and there's aid climbing. And aid climbing means you're putting a hook on the rock and then you're pulling on that rope to climb up. Mm-hmm. But free climbing means you're just grabbing onto the rock. Yeah. What you're thinking of is called free soloing, which means that you don't have a rope. We didn't do any of that.
But have you ever seen that?
I've seen people do it, yeah, and I've seen. I got really sick and I got the Zika virus or something and was throwing up everywhere. This one day when everyone else had booked to go deep water soloing, which is free soloing above water. So in Thailand, there's cliffs that are straight out of the ocean.
Wow.
So they take you up on the boat and they're like, all right, go. And then they go away with the boat, not too far. Yeah. And they just go back and then you can climb. And if you fall, you fall into the water. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool to do.
Yeah. I didn't go. I was sick.
Do you think you're going to want to go back one day?
I would love to. With kids right now, it's I can't even imagine going back to Asia right now. I can imagine it, but I can't imagine when we could actually it's hard to go to Edmonton right now.
Yeah.
We have kids. Yeah. But I'd love to go back and I'm excited to rediscover climbing. I spent a lot of time. There was one winter when I ice climbed 80 days in the winter in university.
Wow.
And then we spent tons of time rock climbing and whatnot, but here there are spots to do it, but I just haven't because I'm just busy. Well, the time, kids, the business, actually going to do it. It's a lot easier to drive your quad around. Yeah. And it's kind of so sweet here to do that. Wow. So
no, I'll try that when I go back to school.
There must be a wall at school.
There is one. They have a rock climbing club and everything.
Dude, you should check it out. It's actually so good. It's excellent exercise. Yeah. You would vibe with the community for sure because it's just if you go to a climbing gym, you'll probably be intimidated for 2 days, and then and then you'll start talking to people, and it'll be fine.
Okay, I'll give it a try because I always want to see. I see people doing some weird little maneuvers.
You should do it. Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah, I'll give it a try when I go.
It's worth it. And then, man, if one day I'll take you up a big climb.
Okay, I go back. I learn. I send you a picture.
You don't even need to learn that much. Like, I've taken people with like almost no experience up like 3. I don't know. Let's say. Let's say like 1,000 feet of like climbing up. You don't need that much experience. I'll teach you on the go.
Wow, that seems a little scary.
It is. It'll freak you out for sure. It's cool.
Wow. Okay.
It's one of the most. It's crazy because you do things that look impossible.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. Okay. I'm writing that one down.
I'm sure. I don't know what the climbing scene in Halifax. Are there cliffs there, or are there? What's the like environment like?
There's a lot of trees for sure. And
well, yeah, but like, is there rocks?
I've seen a few sedimentary metamorphic and igneous rocks.
Nice, well done.
As it comes to
just a little big, just plugging some. What's it called? Geology.
Yeah, I have seen those ones, but as regards to big rock climbing ones,
no cliffs.
Not sure because I've never.
Isn't there the ocean? Like, are there cliffs along the ocean, or is it just kind of like? Slow?
I can't swim, so I avoid going to.
You should. Ocean. So way back when you saw that there was a pool in Norman Wells.
I don't know why that enticed me because I actually can't swim. I have a lot of near drown. Not drown. I have drowned. Near death.
You have drowned?
A couple times.
That's so casual.
I got banned from a water park in Jamaica because you had to be able to swim. And it was like you had to know. And I went around a little teacup thing. I had a drop.
Yeah.
Didn't come back up.
Shit.
Pulled me out. Never come back. So I've been traumatized since.
That's kind of intense.
Yeah.
You should learn how to swim. It's worth it.
I have so many people have said that to me. I'm like, I want to.
Just sign up.
I've tried.
Sign up for like a moms and tots swimming lesson.
I don't think I can do that one. I think I'll just be a lifeguard. Like I'll be a lifeguard.
Yeah. You'll just tell other lifeguards to go.
Say that. I'll just be the eyes.
No, it's. Man, I just because like I can't not remember knowing how to swim. I don't even like. I'm sure it's an intimidating thing to think about approaching.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But also, you must be able to learn it pretty quickly as an adult.
I've tried. Like my one of my good friends tried teaching me this past summer. Like I was doing very well. I think I swam like 20 feet. Like
that's swimming.
So it wasn't bad. So I definitely just once you stop like being like this and go like that, you just
need more body fat. Like I have a lot of body fat, so I float.
I can't float. I can't have a float.
You're dense.
I have no buoyancy. I have the correct word, but.
Well, you can. There's techniques to overcome that. Like,
I've tried like the little
this one.
Everything the egg beater or whatever people call it, dogs.
You're like, oh, what was your podcast with Shamar? Like, we talked about like doggy paddle and treading water for 20 minutes.
I don't like. I want to learn. Like, I have so many friends that are my lifeguard. I'm like, oh, good, that's good. I can teach you. No one can teach me. If anyone can teach me how to swim, I'll pay you so much money.
Dude, okay, well, calm down. I'm sure you could find someone.
I'm joking. I don't want to
learn. You could learn. You could probably do it like once a week in school and you would learn.
I definitely could do it.
Yeah.
Definitely could. But it's also like a funny thing though. Like I can't swim, you know?
Is it part of your identity?
Yeah, I feel like you're like, oh, Shamar, he can't swim. So I think I'm actually gonna make him my goal to become a lifeguard.
Do you know Shamar? Is it that guy that can't swim?
Yeah. It's like, but he heard he's a lifeguard. Are you sure? So I'm going to make that my goal to become a lifeguard this summer.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to know how to swim to work in finance, but...
so I chose it.
Cool. All right. So do you have an idea of what you want to do when you come back to the NWT? Like, do you want to live in Yellowknife? Do you want to be in the Sawtooth? What do you want to do?
Sawtooth is home.
Totally.
For sure. So if
opportunity... But Yellowknife is close to the Sawtooth.
Yeah, Yellowknife is very close as well. I have been there a couple of times. If their opportunity is here for like a job, a good, decent job, yeah, why not? I'd come back to Norman Wells. Cool. I've been here for so long. I know everyone. Everyone knows me.
It's also nice to spend time with family, right?
So if the opportunity is here, I'll come back.
So how old's your brother now?
He's 12.
Oh, okay. He would still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be here.
Well, if you come back, like he's got like 5 years to go.
Yeah, he'd be like 15.
Yeah.
Wow, 15. It's crazy.
That's when you moved to Canada.
Yeah. Wow.
So he must have been really young when you got here.
Yeah. No, he was in Jamaica initially, and then he moved here like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So he spent a fair amount of time there as well, like 10 years or something like that.
Wow,
cool.
That's crazy. Wow. Never thought of that. Wow.
Existential. Well, what else you want to talk about?
I don't really. I'm just scared to like really talk. I never really did this before. Like I just talked about like myself really. Well, I guess I do it all the time, but for free. Not it's just for free. I mean like for the world to listen. You know?
Yeah. Publicly.
Yeah, I always just like on a one-on-one. I'm like, oh, listen to me while I talk, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But nah, it's definitely good to be back to normal was because like when I did soccer for Team NWT, everyone came.
Oh my god, tell me about that.
Yeah, so I went out, I saw it this is how it started. I was in class, Miss Brown is my teacher. Mm-hmm. Shout out Miss Brown.
Shout out Miss Brown.
I was on Facebook, because what does this little kid do in Norman Walls? You go on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I was on Facebook scrolling, I saw like a little ad, Team NWT soccer tryouts.
You're like, I bet I could crush that.
I was like, yes! And I was like, oh wait, I need money to go here.
Okay.
How can I go here? So I went to Ms. Kadler, Mr. Duclos. I was like, oh, I need help. They immediately were like, yeah, okay, we'll write up some letters, send it out to a couple organizations to help you. And then I had to get like 2 other people.
I think I remember like seeing the news that you got the scholarship.
Yeah, it was like a big thing for Norman Wells for sure, because like no one before me made that team. So it was like I got 2 other people to come to try us with me. Miss Kayla was our chaperone. Zane came and Summer came.
Okay.
So there were other 2. They came and we had tries for a weekend. I made the training squad, so that was big. There's only 3 kids from outside of Yellowknife on the 24-player training team.
So most everyone is from Yellowknife.
It's always Yellowknife.
Okay.
So I was on the training team, excited, but then that was the first step. Second step now, I had to go to Yellowknife once every month for training camps, which was another big expense. And then it was another send letters out to organizations. And then at one point it was just having everyone donating as well. So the whole community came together and started giving money. That helped so much. So me, alongside my chaperone, I think with my stepdad, would go once every month for those. And then that was good. And then we had to pay for Saskatchewan to go for another.
Did you go compete or was it training?
That's for training soccer, like tournament or whatever. We had to do that. Then we go to Edmonton for another.
So were you competing against other provinces?
At that time, it was those were teams. Like we played against teams like in Saskatchewan and in Edmonton. And then the big thing was 2022 August, where we went to Niagara, Ontario. Mm-hmm. That was the big Canada Games. So we went there, and it was a good experience for sure. I saw a few people from Norman Wells there. I think I saw Mr. Zink was there. Mm-hmm. It was really good to like put Norman Wells there, like on the map kind of thing.
Totally.
Because it was like I'm like a small town boy. I was on the news for that. I do remember that. If you see that interview, I was sleeping when it happened. I just woke up and they told me I had to go talk to some people. Then I saw my mom and my stepdad behind me surprising me. I was like, "Hi," I was sleeping, but it felt really good to be there and like put Norman Wells out there because it felt, yeah.
How'd you guys do against the other teams? Were the other teams really good? Like,
yeah, the first game they put us against Ontario, which is like wow. So we lost that game 7-1.
Okay.
Not good.
Yeah.
And then we believe we played Saskatchewan next. We lost 2-1.
Okay. That was a close game.
We were leading the whole way and then broke down at the end. Then we lost to Newfoundland. Should have won that. And I think we played someone else. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was all like close games. Like it was just
except for the Ontario one.
That one.
We don't talk about that.
That one never really happened. Like, you were not going to be the host team. They're the host team.
Sure.
But every game was close until the last 10, 15 minutes. So it just broke down, and then the other team got us. But besides the whole soccer, the whole camp, like you had like a whole games thing where all the different provinces and territories where you could go play different games, the meal hall, everything. It was just like it was just so fun that time. Like,
And was that just until you were out of high school and then you're no longer eligible for the team?
yeah, it was just like U18 or U19, something like that.
Okay.
So I played soccer there for a bit, and then that was it. I stopped, and then university I did
Is there a Dalhousie team?
Yeah, there is.
Do you play with them?
No, I do not. Like
Just recreationally?
I won't play recreational, like pickup soccer, because soccer is like my pastime. Now I'm looking at curling. Curling's my actual future sport that I want to take up.
Yeah.
So I'm looking into that like a lot, really, because I just love curling.
Is the curling club going to be open for at least a couple days before you leave, or not quite?
I'm good friends with the vice president, James Spilchak. So I'm hoping that he could start icing a little, like maybe 5 times a day, get that ice flooded perfectly so I can throw some rocks.
Yeah.
That would make me happy if I could throw some
So
rocks.
are you going to try out for the team, or?
Yeah, I emailed the coach 2 years ago about trying out.
He hasn't gotten back to you yet?
He responded. He told me where and when. I got too nervous. I was scared.
What?
I was like, these guys are like good professionals.
Well,
They're
but
playing. And I was like, that was off my first winter playing in Norman. I was like, I can't do this. And then I just never went.
You got cold feet?
I got cold feet.
Damn.
So I just never went. But now I think I want to do it. But
Why not?
I'm scared. I want to, but I'm so scared.
Why?
Because you're so, like, they're actually, like, they win the national, like, almost every year. So they're like a proper...
The Dalhousie team is like dominates.
Quality team. And then there's me who's like, I'll come throw some rocks with you guys. Like, I don't know how...
Well, okay, have you played in Halifax since you moved there?
Oh, no, I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, you should do that a little bit first. Like maybe polish up your skills.
Yeah, I haven't played in a couple of years.
Like maybe don't go straight to tryouts.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw me straight into the frying pot. Yeah, you're right. I probably should throw a couple of rocks in Halifax before. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, you could like, socially engineer like meeting the team at like some pub or something and get to know them and be like,
I don't drink.
Yeah, well, they don't need to know that. You just get some ice cubes and a lemon on the side. No one will know. And then and there's also like good food at pubs. People go to pubs who don't drink. You don't have to drink at a pub.
Yeah.
And then go throw some rocks after and when they're drunk, right? So then you have that advantage. Yeah.
They'll probably still be I like that idea, but yeah, I definitely do want to play for curling for Dow. I definitely do.
That'd be cool.
I definitely do. That's the goal.
No, why not? Get on it.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the takeaway? Eating healthier, curling for Dow, learn how to lifeguard,
and social life. Lessen it.
Well, not necessarily lessen it.
I'm cutting some people off. I'm sorry. 2025.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, Shamar. It was really fun to talk to you and get to know you more. And I hope that your next placement and whatnot all goes very well. And maybe we'll see you back in Norwell sometime. That'd be really cool.
Who really knows with Shamar?
It's been really sweet to have you back.
Thank you.
And nice to see you around because you were here and then you were gone.
Yeah.
So it's really weird when someone's gone from here.
Yeah. It's been good to be home.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Thank you.